Got original 1948 Chevrolet Fleetmaster AM radio. And we've repolished everything on the front. It's got brand new knobs. We wanted to refit them so they would fit right. And the only thing we're waiting on is the gasket. It should be here tomorrow or the next day. It's kind of getting hard to get parts in. But anyhow, we've done a full Aurora Design conversion. So the little radio's got AM and FM stereo, auxiliary in, USB port. This your harness that comes with it. Charge your phone, play thumb drives, which comes with it. Auxiliary in right above here. You get a male-to-male cord with that. Push button operated on your USB, and this thing here does a whole lot of stuff. And it's a great sounding radio. Brand new 6x9 DVC stereo, and also leaves you 2 more channels you can use, and it's got pre-outs on it if you want to add a sub. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to set up a preset. A lot of people don't know how the presets on these work. I do get some radios that I don't get to talk to the owners of the radios. They don't learn how to work the radio. Then I get some nasty emails and phone calls. But we try to put these back with Aurora Design so the radio still works just like it always did. Now you can set up presets on it. And we're going to set one up. We're going to set this first one up. And all you do on these type of radios, you reach right under there, there's a little deal that you pull down and pull the button up. Boom, out comes a little knob. All you got to do is unscrew it.
You know, it does fund abortion, but it does a lot more than
then find your station. With this radio here being AM, back in them days, AM radio, and you're on FM right now because you got a little stereo light and an operating light. So now we're on stereo. We're going to make sure we're on the right channel before we set it. All you do is take this little push button and push it once.
FM 89.5.
That's where we want to go. That's my favorite station. Hold your button up just a little bit. Push this all the way in. That sets the cam. Tighten it back up. And push it back in and push it back down under the lock. There.
We've heard Senator Bernie Sanders.
That's how you set up a preset. String driven, but also the knob moves when you push him. You'd like to go to AM radio. Just turn it off and right back on. Takes you to AM radio.
AM 650.
Off and right back on. Now you don't have to use the push button on voice ID. You can take the volume knob.
FM.
Turn it up 3 times.
5.
Now on this radio, they normally come with a toner switch. The volume control on this radio was bad. It wasn't much punking. So what we done, we changed it out, and we've gone with a full-time toner, which I like. That way you don't have to fool with the toner switch. There's your bass. There's your treble. Full-time toner switch. Now in your toner, you have balance, fader, which you've got a stereo here. All you really need to know is how to work the fader. I'm going to show you all of it. You have EQ, crossover, and loudness all built in your toner, which is pretty neat. Let's listen to it just a hair. Now I'm going to do fader while we're listening. By the push button.
Fader adjust.
There's that speaker. There's your rear speakers. Stop.
Fader set.
She'll set it. And all it was a push and hold down.
Little man, don't you understand? You gotta straighten up before mama counts kids.
So that's how you work your fader. Your balance is 2 quick pushes and a hold. Now to give you balance. Now you don't want to mess this one up because it's so close together. But you can do a little balance if you want to. Depends on how many speakers you put in. It has 4 channels, so you got 2 here, 2 you can use somewhere else. 3 outs, and that's a sub. Stereo light, operating LED. Now, if you going down the road, you can put this radio in scanning mode, let it find your station, and it's easy to do on these. Just take your tuner control and turn it up and back twice.
Scanning for stations.
Now it's going to go from station to station without the needle moving. I'm going to show you how to lock on a station and even find it if you want to do a preset.
Strange to a foreigner. And so, as you wrote this, how did you avoid the trap of exoticizing foods that
puts the panel more in line with other medical groups? On Wall Street, they're down by 117 points. This is SRN News. SRN News.
Why should we pray?
Prayer is how we talk to God, and it's one way God speaks to us.
What? Handcrafted subs and sandwiches, fresh brewed premium coffee, salads and fruit, boneless wings. From the first kiss, had your eyes wide open.
So you lock that station there, so this is what you do. Turn it one time.
Station hold.
She'll lock on it. So she says if you won't find it, just start moving it, and you'll come up on it. There it is. Then you just pull this up, pull it out, lock it in. Let's do a preset again. Push this down, pull your button up. There's your little knob. I got all these lubed up, ready to go. Unscrew it. Hold your knob up, push it all the way in. That moves the cam. Tighten it back up. Then hold your knob up, push it in, and then lock it back down. Sometimes it ain't that easy on these. But that was their best way to do presets. So that's how that works. Alright, now we're going to do auxiliary in. You'll get a male-to-male cord. If I can get this untangled. And the only thing I've got is my phone, so I had to have this little dude here. And you can find them on eBay if you want to use your phone. But you got Bluetooth. But that's in case you want to plug in a satellite radio, XM radio, CD changers, anything that's got a head that puts out a signal. Just bring your music up and hit play. The light went to green, that means you're on auxiliary in. Anytime you're on auxiliary in and you want to go back to radio, just take that device and turn it off. You don't have to unplug it. That's what's good about having a series head or a satellite head. You can leave it plugged in. And in 20 seconds, if you don't touch the radio, it'll automatically change back over. But if you want to go a little quicker, just turn it off and back on like you're cycling from AM to FM. We're going to let it automatically change back. There it goes, change back over. That's how your auxiliary in works. If I don't roll this stuff back up, it'll be all over this desk. Alright. Now we're gonna pair up our Bluetooth. Bring your phone up, go to settings, go to Bluetooth. There's 2 ways of doing it. You can hold this down till she comes on to help you out, or turn your volume up twice.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Tap on it, she'll tell you when it's done.
Pairing completed. Bluetooth connected.
Now we're connected up. You have a mic that's extendable. You can put it in wherever you want to. It's got a cushion on it. You can take that off, hide it in your, well, in your dash, anywhere you want to. And I don't put them in these because it's so hard to get it in there, and I don't feel like drilling any more holes than I have to. So if you want to do a voice command, all you got to do is you bring your phone up by holding this down or turning this up twice. Let's do it this way. Let's do a voice command. Play music. Now we're on my music. And this thing is designed so you don't have to have this in your hand and see what you're doing. You can put it on stand. I mean, it's pretty cool. Now if you want to change your songs, there's two ways of doing it. You can press this down once to advance, twice to back up or repeat. Or you can actually take the needle, move it up, move it back. Now a phone call comes in, she'll come on and say incoming call. All you do is press this once or move your needle up one click to answer your call and talk. When you're done, you let the phone hang up on its own. Or if you want to end the call, down on your needle twice on your button. That's how that works. Now we're going to do a little test. We're going to turn the unit off. And what we're going to do is make sure that when you step back into your car, say you're screaming music, when you turn it on, it's going to go to radio. It's going to find your phone and go right back to where you left it. And that's what we like.
Fringes on the right,
Radio.
Religious freedom from North Country Public.
Bluetooth connected.
Healthcare workers.
Right back to where I left it. Stop music. Pause.
To abortion,
right back to radio.
sued, arguing the order was discriminatory.
That's what we wanted it to do.
Sided with the workers, did not end the mandate, but
Thumb drive. You want to put it in? You'll get one of these with a video on it, it's music, and you take off what I put on there and put yours on it. Plug it in, go straight to it. Now you can hide this in your glove box, because the only time you got to take it out if you want to charge your phone or change the thumb drive. It don't have to be seen. Change your music the same way you did on your phone. Now if you got that in your glove box, there's two ways to put it in pause, go back to radio. Hold this down 1 second. Pause. Now it's going to cycle back around to radio. Radio.
More than 60,000.
You can hold this down 1 second, go back to it, or you take the volume. We went up for Bluetooth, go down for USB. 1, 2. Right back to the thumb drive. Depends on how long you're in pause, whether you go back to the same song. Alright, let's go back to radio. I'm going to show you a little more. Down twice, back to radio. When the gasket gets here to be ready to go.
Staff this year. That's because of an unusually tight job market in part due to the coronavirus.
Let's find a little music.
Find themselves competing for.
What about an attitude that grumbles? No, nothing pleasing. In Shin Court, they must be defending.
Baby.
Candy.
I know what it. Some say don't ask for help.
Free room.
County commissioners voted.
Try to find music I don't get in trouble
If
with.
you need some good news,
I'm going to show you how to set the loudness up in your EQ and your crossover. That way you can turn it off and on whenever you want to. Now you can do it here. It's easier with this. Press it 3 times and hold it down. 1, 2, 3, hold.
Loudness on.
You're going to do it again and then keep on holding it. 1, 2, 3, hold.
EQ on. EQ
Now let up.
adjust.
Hit it.
Treble adjust.
We're going to go to
0
treble on
dB.
your EQ.
Treble set plus 10 dB.
Hit it.
Treble adjust.
Let's go do
plus
mids.
Mid adjust 0 dB.
I don't like a lot of mids.
Mid set 0 dB.
Bass.
Mid adjust. Bass adjust 0 dB.
You're making me stronger.
Bass set plus 3
Loudness
dB.
for when you turn it on.
Bass adjust plus loudness adjust plus 12 dB. Loudness set plus 15 dB.
Now we're gonna do our
Loudness
subwoofer.
adjust. Subwoofer adjust 0 dB. Subwoofer set
Now we're gonna
plus
set up the
2
crossover.
dB.
One,
Subwoofer
Twice.
adjust. Crossover adjust 120 Hertz. Crossover set 85 Hertz.
now all that's set up, so now you can turn it off and turn it on. I'll show you how to do it here. We're gonna turn it off. Go back to about center. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Fader adjust.
That ain't what I wanted.
Fader set.
That's why it's easier to do it on the push button. This is kind of hard to get a hold of. Let's turn it off. 1, 2, 3, hold.
EQ on.
Do it again. 1, 2, 3, hold.
Loudness off. EQ off.
Now we're back to normal. So you can hear the difference in it. So you can turn it on, turn it off, or you can just leave it off, and if you like the way it sounds, leave it like it is.
Be defended. Story.
Has followed Christ right now.
I am Way FM.
Let your waters wash down. Take me from this road.
Fader adjust. Fader set.
There we go. Now it's all set up. Back to normal. And I appreciate you letting me show it for you and do it for you.
I got
Thank you.
money problems.